You call it loyalty. Robert Greene calls it a trap. Right now, someone in your life is smiling at your face while calculating exactly how long they still need you. You have been giving your energy, your time, your honesty, your blood to people who have already decided when you expire. And the worst part? You handed them the weapon yourself. Every time you reacted, every time you exploded, every time you broke down and begged to be understood, someone else won. They did not beat you with force, they beat you with your own emotions. Your anger was their remote control, your need for approval was their leash, your love, the realest thing you had, became their leverage. You were not weak, you were unguarded, and in a world that runs on power, unguarded is the most dangerous thing you can be. The people who smiled at your face were doing the mathematics behind your back, and you called it friendship, you called it family, you called it love. Robert Greene saw through this centuries ago. Most men never do. This is not a self-help video, this is a survival briefing. Stay until the end. What you learn here cannot be unlearned.
You are not broken. You were built open, then handed to people who exploit openness for sport. You were taught that expressing emotion was courage, that vulnerability built trust, that letting people in proved you were evolved, secure, a real man who had done the work. But no one told you that only safe rooms deserve open doors. No one taught you to screen the room before unlocking your chest. Every outburst you had handed them a map. Every argument where you lost control marked your pressure points in red for anyone watching. Every time you begged for recognition, you confirmed exactly how desperate for it you were, and desperate men are easy to steer. They did not need to use force against you. They used your own emotions as the blade. That colleague who provoked you in meetings, he knew the exact word that would make you look unstable. That friend who shared your secrets after you confided in confidence, they filed it. Your pain was real, but the source of that pain was not your sensitivity. It was the absence of strategy. The system rewards reaction because reaction is predictable. Predictable men are manageable, and managed men do not rise, they orbit. They circle the same ceiling their entire lives, wondering why nothing changes, never realizing they are running someone else's program.
Robert Greene did not write books. He assembled autopsies. Every chapter of his work is a dissection of men who had power and lost it, and men who had nothing and seized everything. He spent years inside the corridors of Hollywood, inside the rooms where deals were made and reputations were destroyed overnight, watching how humans actually behave when the stakes are real. What he documented was not philosophy, it was a field guide to survival in a world that never stopped being a battlefield, no matter how civilized the furniture. Greene understood something most men refuse to accept, that the emotional man is always the last to know what is happening to him. His most devastating observation sits in 48 laws, in the art of seduction, in the study of war, but it begins with this. The most important of all the laws is this: never outshine the master. But the law beneath that law, the one they do not put on the cover, is never let them see you bleed. This knowledge is for protection, not destruction. Greene was not teaching cruelty, he was teaching sight, the ability to see the game while everyone else is still arguing about whether a game exists. Lesson 1. Concealment is not coldness. The man who controls his expression controls the room.
Most men believe that hiding emotion is dishonest, even cowardly. They wear every feeling on their face because they were told authenticity means visibility. But Greene draws a sharp line between who you are and what you show. You are allowed to feel everything. You are not obligated to perform it. Think about the last time someone got under your skin at work. You reacted, your face shifted, your tone changed, and in that moment, they learned something about you that they will use again. Every reaction is a signal. Every signal is data, and data in the wrong hands becomes a weapon aimed at you. Starting today, pause before you respond to anything that triggers you. Not forever, just long enough to choose your response instead of becoming it. Drop in the comments, "Stillness is my power." Lesson 2. Never reveal your next move. The man who announces his plans hands his enemies a timeline. You have done this. You told the wrong person about the job you were going for. You shared the business idea before it had walls. You described the relationship you wanted to someone who then made sure you could not have it. This is not paranoia, it is pattern recognition. Greene documents it across every era of history. The man who speaks of his ambition before it is fortified invites interference. The psychology is envy. Most people around you are not rooting for your ascent. They are waiting to see if you fail. Silence is not secrecy. Silence is armor. Starting today, let your results announce you. Let your presence be the only press release you issue. Lesson 3. Master the art of selective trust. Not everyone who calls themselves your ally has earned access to your interior. Greene is clinical about this. People reveal who they are in how they talk about others. If someone gossips to you freely, they gossip about you freely. If someone celebrates another man's downfall, they are rehearsing what they will feel at yours. You have been too generous with intimacy. You gave access to people who gave you proximity, and proximity is not loyalty. Loyalty is demonstrated under pressure, not declared in comfort. Starting today, audit your circle. Pull back information. Observe who reaches for it. What someone wants to know about you tells you everything about their intentions. Drop in the comments, "I give access to few and power to none." Lesson 4. Use their underestimation as cover. The moment someone decides you are not a threat, they stop watching you, and the man no one is watching moves freely. Greene studied this across military history, royal courts, and boardrooms. The most dangerous figure in any room is rarely the loudest. He is the one who let you dismiss him. You have been fighting to be taken seriously your whole life, announcing yourself, proving yourself, exhausting yourself, trying to be seen. But seen men are monitored men. The man who is underestimated operates below the radar of interference. Starting today, stop correcting people's underestimations. Let them keep the wrong version of you. You need the room. Lesson 5. Detach from outcomes you cannot control. Emotional enslavement begins the moment you need a specific outcome from another person. You needed them to apologize. You needed them to choose you. You needed them to acknowledge what they did. And when they did not, you broke. They did not have to do anything. Your own need did the damage. Greene understood that neediness is the original vulnerability. The man who requires validation from a specific source has handed that source veto power over his peace. When you detach from outcomes you cannot control, you become genuinely unpredictable, and unpredictable men cannot be managed.
Starting today, identify one thing you have been waiting for someone else to give you. Now decide to no longer require it from them. Take it from yourself instead. Drop in the comments, "I am the destination, not the pursuit." Lesson 6. Build your internal court. Greene observed that every great man in history maintained an internal standard that external opinion could not dissolve. Not arrogance, architecture. A structure of self-knowledge so solid that the shifting approval of others slides off it like rain off steel. You have been building yourself outward, measuring your worth through how others respond to you. But that is a building with no foundation. It collapses every time someone withdraws. Starting today, write down 3 things you know to be true about who you are, not what you want to be, what you already are. Read it when the noise starts. Your internal court is always in session. It does not need their vote. Drop in the comments, "My standards answer to no audience." Lesson 7. The strategic retreat is not defeat. The most misread move in the Greene playbook is withdrawal. Men are taught that withdrawal is weakness, that you must stand and fight every provocation. But the man who cannot retreat cannot maneuver. Greene documents generals, kings, and power players who withdrew deliberately, allowed the enemy to feel victorious, then returned from a position of complete control. If someone in your life is draining you, a workplace, a relationship, an environment, leaving is not losing. Repositioning is not retreat. Starting today, identify the one arena in your life costing you more than it returns. Not dramatically, quietly begin the exit. Plan your return from higher ground.
The old you is dead. He died the moment you understood that your emotions were being used as a leash. You cannot unsee this. You cannot go back to handing people the map to your pressure points and calling it connection. What Greene gave the world was not a manual for manipulation. It was a mirror for the man who is tired of being surprised by betrayal. You are a weapon pointed at your own future, not at them. They are not worth the aim. The game you were playing was theirs. The rules were theirs. The board was theirs. And still you showed up every day and wondered why you kept losing. Now you know. Now the board changes. Now the silence you carry is not emptiness, it is gravity. People will feel the shift in you before they understand it. They will call it cold. They will call it distant. Let them. You belong to no one, not to their approval, not to their narrative, not to the version of you they found useful. You are under new management, your own, and that changes everything. Call to action, scenes 91 to 100. If this reached you, if something in this video named a wound you have been carrying without a word for it, then you already know this channel is different. Do not subscribe because I asked. Subscribe because you have decided that the version of you who walked into this video is not the version walking out. Every week, this channel goes deeper. More Greene, more strategy, more truth that was never meant for you to have. The button is there. The choice is yours. I do not chase subscribers. I attract men who are ready. Final question for the comments. What is the one relationship in your life where you have been giving power to someone who never earned it? And what is one step you can take this week to begin reclaiming it?